I am the Dungeon Master, and we are rejoining the party of heroes wanted. Last time we left off, Lillian and Harbeck had gone to the nicer part of town and paid for lodging that would be more comfortable.
Yeah, I
However,
think it's really slow and robust.
what's that? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Hello, hello.
DM?
Bad lag issues.
Testing? Hello?
See,
Hello?
I can actually understand you now, so that's
Much better.
already an improvement.
Okay. So, as I was saying, I am the Dungeon Master, and we are rejoining the party of heroes wanted. Last time we left off, Lillian and Harbeck, the dwarf, had headed to the nicer part of town in order to find more comfortable lodging. However, Soggy and Donovan had gone down to the docks and were seeking accommodations for much cheaper. And they got a cot and are down at a seedy dock bar filled with all kinds of questionable individuals.
Questionable indeed. But usually with lots of information that is not known to most in the. Did you hear me, DM?
Yeah, agreed.
Oh, by the way, since you changed my token, I can no longer see anything. I'm in a black void.
Really?
Yeah, like I can't see shit right now.
Go all the way to the right of the screen.
Yeah, I already know where we are on the map. Like it genuinely won't show me anything.
Huh. They were saying that you could use either one, but I guess you still have to use the old one. Can you see now?
I can see my token on the map. I just can't see the map itself.
I can see the map.
You should be able to see now.
Let me try to refresh the game, see if that helps. I can see the whole map now.
Huh. That's odd. Oh well. Matter for another time. Um. So, Soggy, it is still midday. So what would you like to do with the rest of your time here?
Well, I'm going to try and make. Well, of course, I'm going to be trying to try and translate the mysterious map I got with all my gold.
You study it for a few hours, and suddenly your brain starts to hurt. You've got a migraine headache from studying it. It doesn't have a mechanical effect right now, but it does hurt.
Soggy sort of like, why is brain hurting? Why do you hurt brain map? Why? He just sobs as he hugs it towards his chest in just a pitiful manner. I imagine some pirates notice this, and he's like, "What's with the lizard?"
It's not night yet.
I know that.
I mean, if you was yelling all that out, then I think that would attract attention no matter when you do it.
I was answering Lillian. Yeah, you guys got here like mid-morning, and so it's
Oh, so you mean we haven't actually like gone to bed for the night then?
right.
Okay, I gotcha.
So yeah, I mean it's like 2:30 in the afternoon.
Now I know you said they're going to be like really, really rare and hard to find, but would I have any reason to believe that it would be possible to find someone selling like magic equipment here?
Well, there was that one guy screaming about potions in the market.
Yeah, I mean like equipment. I don't think I actually need potions at the moment.
You guys had talked to the guy who makes like pretty much the best weapons and armor, but no, he doesn't make magic stuff.
I mean, he kind of kicked my ass out anyway. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's scared of the ebon armor.
Well, I mean, since they were haters and wouldn't let me stay at that place and perform for my lodgings, it would be nice to find a place I could perform, maybe earn a little bit of extra gold.
Well, if you head down to the docks to meet up with your party, you might.
Did we set a time and place where we were meeting?
No, but you did tell each other where you were going.
Yeah, I'll probably go ahead and do that then.
I'll go with.
So it's not hard to ask around for which inn the kobold went to, and the man in the shining armor. And so you guys easily find your way down to the docks and to the inn that they're staying at here.
Yeah, I guess I'll ask the barkeep if it would be okay to perform here.
The barmaid looks at you and says, "Honey, you must be new around here, 'cause everybody just kind of does whatever they want."
I totally am, so I'm not going to argue there. I just figured out to ask, you know?
She just laughs and goes back into the back to get more ale to feed the rowdy crowd.
Yeah, I guess I'll try to perform here, see how much of a success it is. Get that legendary 1 PogChamp. Oh shit.
So
Oh,
you
hell,
put on
I'll
a
give you a gold for that one.
yeah, you put on a amazing performance that wows the crowd, and seeing your clientele, you notice that they are sailors, and so you begin to play a tune of the sea that speaks to them on several levels and gets them up and dancing. And as they are dancing around, they begin to shower you with copper and silver pieces, a totality of 26 gold pieces worth.
See, I already almost made back being scammed at the front gate.
Of course, it couldn't make up what Soggy spent on that map.
All right. So as the sailors are clapping and tossing coins and drinking, Donovan says, "Soggy, I think I hear our friends downstairs. Come, let
Soggy
us
also
join
hears
them."
them too. Yes, yes, Soggy says as he holds the map to his body. Also, he never made the roll about the blacksmith thing. Remember with the clothes?
Yeah, we'll deal with that. So as Lillian goes into another performance, which is what you need in order to earn the entire 26 gold pieces, you uh, can't just do one song and earn that much silver and copper. You got to play for a while. So as you go into your next song, it's a little bit of a more sad, like Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald type song, but it makes a couple of the sailors you know, hand out bigger silver pieces instead of just the copper and everything because it's a really nice sad song. But Harbeck, you see the barmaid bring a small cask of some kind of very expensive looking ale back into the back room here.
Is that me or someone else?
I was just letting Harbeck know because, he's a dwarf and all that.
Yeah. I'll kind of follow the keg.
All right. So as you go back in there, you see a very drunken man surrounded by a couple of loose looking women who are fawning all over him. He is bare chested and a rippling mass of muscle, but before him he has like 13 mugs, all like half and three quarters drank, and he's just drinking and drinking and drinking, and he sees you, and he kind of slides a mug down the table towards your direction.
I'll sit down and take it.
You begin to drink it, and he looks at you and he says, "Ah, there, shut the crotch, yes."
No understanding of what he said.
Yeah, no.
Is it a different angle or language, or just?
Yeah, different language, different language. And also possibly drunk. It's like speaking to a Scotsman almost.
I'll just tip the mug to him and drink.
He begins to drink heartily and he says, you coming?
I'll say yes in Dwarven.
No.
Down the ale.
He hands you another mug, this time filling it up with the keg that he pulls out from alongside him. And he pours one for himself and he drinks it and he says, I know what coming.
What do you know?
He,
How good is the ale, by the way?
what's that?
Good is the ale, by the way.
So like, if all of the beer that the dwarves make is like the best German beers and all of that, and drinking like regular ale that the humans make is like drinking like the worst, cheapest, Schlitz, hams, whatever, type of beer, then like this would be like getting the best of like the American, beers that like it's not crap at least. It's not your beer, but it's not crap.
Okay.
You can tell that whoever the brewmeister is who made this like was trained in dwarven techniques, but like he's he's not like a dwarf, so he doesn't have that dwarven finesse and all of that when it comes to making it, but like he's got the right science.
Got it down to a science.
Okay. I'll ask him what he means about knowing what's to come.
The end times, darkness everywhere.
No wonder he's drinking so much he thinks the world's about to end.
Yeah.
So he sort of hears this, and thinks back to the swords, the ebon swords and such, as the armor makers sort of mentioned. He sort of just looks down to his snake friend. Is this true?
You guys actually couldn't hear what was being said back there because Lilianne is playing so loudly and, trying to earn her silver and copper.
Oh,
I'll tell him we all must die at some point. Getting closer every day.
Valhalla!
Down my ale. Do you have any weapons or anything?
He does not have a single weapon on him. He says, that's why I came as south as I could get, and I tell you, the first ship heading souther, I'm getting on it.
So your doomsday comes from the north?
Aye, the darkness will overtake all the land.
Out of curiosity, what direction did we come from?
I mean a little bit north, but like just this time you came from the east.
I'm assuming I'm from the north.
You are from the north. Not the north though.
Yeah.
This guy comes from the far north. In fact, you've heard of his people. They're a Viking-like culture that lives on the northern coast of the land.
So he's talking about Ragnaros.
Well, Harbeck would know that these people are big believers in old gods that are almost as old as the dwarven gods. So yeah, he pours you another ale and continues to regale you with stories about how he fled from the freezing winter that's going to consume the land.
Winter is coming.
And we set the bar pretty low. So it takes to make the world end is winter.
Hey, take it from someone who lives in Wisconsin. Don't be laughing at old man winter.
Hey, I mean, I live in Illinois. It gets pretty crazy here.
I know what you mean. I'm in Jacksonville.
Some of that glorious, like, -20 wind chill.
Yeah, when it's so cold that they say don't go outside or your lungs will freeze, like, you know that shit's real.
Dude, the craziest shit I did, or one of the craziest things I ever did, is I walked back from work like a mile and a half when it was -20 with wind chill. That was like genuinely painful. I'd actually stop in somewhere and warm up.
Yeah. But so anyway, like whether this guy is telling the truth or not, you know that his people are very big believers in like prophecies and superstitions and all of that stuff.
Yeah. But I don't know them to be ones that run from problems, right?
No, they are a warrior people. I don't think I like your tone. You calling me a coward?
That was more for insightful.
Yeah. You
Saying
never
it.
call a Viking a coward.
I don't like the look in your eye, eyeing me like I'm a coward.
I know your people. They run from few things.
If I can Escape this coming doom I will, and anyone who is smart enough would come with me.
What is the source of your doom?
The winter, aren't you listening to me? And with that, he kind of angrily slams his mug on the table and it spills a little bit.
I'll do the same thing and swallow mine down.
He stumbles to his feet and says, "Oh, you want to go?"
I think that guy has some mental issues.
Did I notice any guards or anything around this area or anything like that?
Hell no. These people do what they want when they want.
I'll stand up in my 4'9" glory.
Oh, I thought you already were standing. And he rolls for initiative.
Out of curiosity, like, would I notice this while I'm playing?
You can roll for perception at disadvantage because you're paying attention to your music.
I'm gonna go for. I'll punch him. How do you do unarmored? Uh, on this sheet.
Oh, so when you make an unarmed attack, it's just like a regular melee attack, except for it only deals 1 plus your strength points of damage. It should have been on your sheet already, I guess not.
Is it somewhere different?
No, hold on, I'm putting it on.
Out of curiosity, is that enough to notice over everything?
Yes, but you won't notice until they actually start doing something first.
All right, I gotcha.
Thank you.
So if I wanted to make an action during this, would I be rolling initiative now and getting my first turn skipped, or would I do it like
Yeah,
after that?
yeah, basically you're treated like you're surprised.
Oops. Select my thing.
All right, so yeah, now just roll the attack for this. I'll make a macro for it at a different time.
Okay, I did.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, so you swing away at the drunk Viking, and as you do so, yeah, I see that. It doesn't matter. It's 19 or 13 is still first. Well, first next round. And you manage to connect with a hooking body shot right to the ribs. It deals 3 damage. That shouldn't be right. That should be 4.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, it should be right now. You might have rolled it too soon. I might not have had the damage in there just yet.
Oh, okay.
It's all good. Don't worry about it. Is that your turn then?
Yes, unless I can do a unarmed second attack.
I actually do allow for that, but it's at disadvantage. Unless you're like a brawler or something like that.
Okay. All right.
I figured that was like the fairest way of doing it. So this guy actually gets advantage anytime he makes an unarmed strike or attacks with an improvised weapon.
Of course he does. And I'm assuming I don't have my shield up and everything. I'm just.
No, right.
So my AC is 18.
Yeah. And now he begins to grapple you. So he kind of charges into you, knocking you with his forearm, and then tries to tackle you to the ground. Oh, and so as he attempts to tackle you to the ground, your low center of gravity and your dwarven fighting instincts kick in, and you kind of sprawl and get him down on the ground, and now you're in control of the grapple, and you have him grappled on the ground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I throw stuff like that in. Don't expect it all the time, but if it makes good story.
Okay.
All right, so you see your dwarf friend wrestling around with a half-naked, actually pretty good-looking blonde guy, little Chris Hemsworth type.
Does Soggy see Lydia noticing the
Well, I
situation?
imagine I'm probably like rocking on my violin, and I probably just like notice, in the corner room there that something's going on.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and give a bardic give a bardic to him.
All right, so you get the 1d4 to, yeah, so 2. +2 to any of your rolls in the next turn.
Or it's 1d6.
Oh, it's 1d6? Oh.
Yeah, if he chooses to use it.
Oh, yeah, it is 1d6. My bad.
And then she'll just kind of like wink at him, but keep playing. That'll be the end of my turn.
All right, so Harbeck, you have the drunkard grappled and can decide what you want to do from here.
What's the option for like restraining or something like that? What can you do from a grapple?
You can now pin him by increasing your grapple. Basically, it's just another grapple attempt, and if you succeed, you have him pinned.
Oh hell no, that's no fun. I like rabbit punch his head or something.
Yeah. You like throw a strike at him and you easily manage to hit. You should have let me know though because I actually give advantage when you throw a attack, and so it would be normal for the other one. So disadvantage and advantage are the same thing really. You just take the higher or the lower. So you manage to hit with both of your strikes, dealing a total of 8 damage to him. But he is no
Okay.
longer grappled.
Yeah, I'll stand back up and get boxing position or whatever, you know,
Okay, so you stand back up. He's still prone.
and laugh and laugh. Oops, sorry, didn't hit in turn.
All right, so he spends half of his movement standing up, gives you a sly smile. As you can see, you've got a lot of chopping to do if you're going to take this tree down, and he comes at you full fury.
Okay.
All right, so using his full uh, rage against you, he attacks you twice. However, the first attack is a wild punch that goes over your head, but the second one is a left uppercut that you never saw coming, dealing 9 points of damage to you.
Cool.
Soggy, you notice Lillian has been watching the corner of the room, and you can hear some punches being thrown and landed now.
Walks up here and sees and witnesses the scene, and Sage yells, "Oh no! It is a killer! It is a burly assassin!" This is a distracting sort of a cow or grovel, cower, and bake sort of thing as he sort of panicked.
Yeah, okay, so you manage to distract everybody else in the bar except for uh, your allies.
That'll be the end of my turn.
Out of curiosity, how distracting or obvious would it be if I were to cast like an actual spell right now?
Oh, that's pretty much a death sentence for you and possibly all of your friends.
uh, yeah, I'll probably just keep.
Ask Soggy about the last PC who got caught using dark magic.
Wait, that actually happened.
Yeah, she was burned at the stake.
Yeah, Soggy is not going to do that.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll just get my turn here, see how this plays out.
So if I attack, I have advantage.
No, if you have him grappled.
I was going by the soggy distracting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot about that. Yes, you have advantage on your attack against him. And good thing too. And then now this one would be normal because, yep, there you go.
Yeah. Yep.
Every punch, you feel like you're punching a fellow dwarf. This man is just carved out of stone. Dealing 6 total damage.
Soggy.
Soggy sort of panics as he sees this thing. He doesn't know what he's going to do because he can't cast dark magic in front of a whole townspeople, and he's worried that this guy who he doesn't know is a just drunk battling is thinking he's going to kill Harbeck. He's just panicking and trying to and causing a big ruckus.
Landing body blow after body blow against the drunkard. You are slowly but surely chopping away at him, and you can see that he's starting to breathe heavier.
Yeah, but I've done 28 points of damage to him, and his bar hasn't moved.
Oh, yeah. You noticed? Is that your turn?
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm not used to the turn thing.
Six points of bludgeoning damage as he continues to wail away. You got your fist up and blocked one of the punches, but he just is attacking relentlessly. This guy is like an MMA fighter, just like nonstop all over you. I love how these guys rolled initiatives so that they can like take turns being like, ooh, ah, no, ooh, left, left.
Soggy sort of sees Harbeck is at his last leg and he just runs up to the drunk. Please, drunk! Please, Mr. Burley, do not kill Harbeck! Please do not, please do not. He's sort of like grabbing at his leg, sort of in a panic. Did you hear what I said, DM?
Yeah. Are you actually attempting a grapple?
No, it's more like a very just like
Yeah,
had a failed attempt to
yeah,
grapple.
yeah. I got you. I got you. You're not actually attempting to grapple. You're just in that space.
Are you groveling on that, or is it just?
He can only do that once per short rest.
Oh, okay. Can I use my inspiration on that?
Absolutely. If you get a 6, oh.
No.
All right. So you don't hit, and you don't hit, and you can tell that you're feeling a bit wobbly as your punches are starting to go a little wild. One bludgeoning damage gets through as you keep your fists up, instinctively trying to protect your head as you feel the darkness closing in as you're like nearing getting knocked out.
Soggy still is grabbing a hold of, is trying to grab hold of the drunkard's leg as he staggers.
Out of curiosity, is he like even reacting to that?
Oh no, the Soggy is very ineffectual. If he was attempting an actual grapple or something, we'd see what would be what, but as he's not attempting any mechanical thing, it's like pantomime, he's grabbing at him, but it's not really doing anything. You manage to land another blow, but getting through this guy's defenses is getting harder and harder, it seems. Oh man. 8 more damage gets through as he slams his elbow into your face hard. Harbeck kind of takes a half a step back, and you can see his knees almost buckle as he raises his fists and takes a deep breath in, blood pouring down his nose. Soggy.
Sees this and sort of his cries become more frantic as he just tries to desperately pantomime grab at his leg, but with like failing sort of thing.
I'm gonna try to tackle him to the ground, grapple him.
Okay. Advantage because I'm going to rule that Soggy is able to get in his way just enough so that your attempt to grapple him is at advantage. Wow.
Wow.
That's still a chance though.
What chance?
I'm down there with Soggy,
Yeah.
hanging onto his leg.
Yeah. So you go to try and grapple with him, but he just easily moves to the side, and you guys are right back to boxing.
Can I try again with the second attack?
Oh no, that was your standard action. Oh my god.
I've never seen so much red on one roll before.
Yeah, that's a total flop.
I don't know what to say about that other than in this rare instance I am going to allow that as you were going to shoot on him, he went to knee you in the face, but instead he overextended and you managed to get the single leg and wound it up in top position. And so now you actually do have him grappled. Like I said, sometimes it's just cooler to just do something cool.
I like it.
Soggy sort of tries to communicate to Harbeck. Does Harbeck need Soggy to stab assassin? He says in a panicked voice. Harbeck?
He'll just groan at you. Growl, groan.
So is that yes growl or no growl? This is now a mix of panic and cute and confused. Harbeck?
Yes.
He said, so is this yes growl for Soggy to stab him in head?
He's pretty much kind of ignoring you. He's fighting. He's not going to have a conversation.
Soggy says,
Well, I mean, as lawless as this place is, I doubt you could like literally kill someone in the middle of a bar. I mean, that's a bit beyond a drunken brawl.
Soggy sort of just decides to do an unarmed attack and slap him with his slap the drunkard with.
Okay.
Is it at advantage or normal?
It would be at advantage, yes. Unfortunately, you are having trouble connecting with him and you just kind of like brush against his head a little. It doesn't really like hit him.
I'll try to pin him now at this point.
All right, so now you have him pinned.
As he's pinned down like that, I'm going to kind of growl into his ear and says, "Well fought. Let's have some more ale."
And with that, he congratulates you on a well-fought victory. And indeed, you guys spend the rest of the afternoon drinking the finest ale. He's spending gold like it's going out of style.
Soggy sort of gives a confused look as he watches the two men who are fighting now drinking with each other. Like, okay, Soggy is going to exit room, does not know what happened.
Soggy slowly slips the knife back into his belt and walks discreetly out of the room.
He does not understand what a bar brawl is.
Harbeck, you're pretty sure your nose is broken. You have a cut under your eye.
Yeah.
And
Don't you mean a bruise?
oh no, I mean a cut. And you are sure that your beard is going to need a thorough scrubbing to get the blood out, and you haven't felt more at home in months.
I'll pour one of the ales over my head to kind of clean off some of the blood.
The Viking laughs and takes a fine cotton cloth out of his backpack that he has on the side of the table and offers it to you to wipe off with.
I'll take it. I'll ask him, Did you see a kobold in here somewhere?
I haven't drank that much yet. All right. So yeah, Lillian, you see that the two brawlers have gone back to drinking together, and although Harbeck looks like he went around with Mike Tyson, he came out of it still standing and able to drink as any self-respecting dwarf would. So he actually won the fight. Like it's not about who does the most damage or who was the closest to being knocked out or whatever. You pinned him down, so that was that. Oh, hey, Donovan.
Just so everybody knows, I had 1 hit point.
So
Can't get much closer than that.
so Donovan, you were kind of watching along with the rest of the party as Harbeck got into a drunken bar brawl with a warrior from the north that had been drinking heavily with him, and Harbeck actually managed to pin him down and win the fight, and so now they're kind of going back to drinking.
Your thingy is highlighted, but we can't hear your voice. Your mic's probably off.
No problem. And Lillian, you now have the full 26 gold pieces worth of silver and copper. Bear in mind, though, that means that you have, many coins. Full purse is what I'm saying.
To be fair, I've had like a full purse since I've shown up here, so.
Yeah. Fuller purse? Bursting at the seams purse? Starting to draw attention purse?
I mean, I've probably had to like be careful of that since I got here.
Well, yeah, I'm sure, yeah. You've probably been smart enough to hang a bit of a skirt or something over it a little.
I'll wave Donovan over to meet my new friend.
Oh, we can't hear you at Donovan.
Yeah, if you're talking, I can't hear anything.
Hello there. Looks
There we
like
go.
you two have had quite a bit of fun.
There you are.
Soggy was confused what happened.
As the warrior looks around and sees your friend starting to join him, he starts to fill up some of the mugs and hand them out, but not with the special ale.
I'll kind of give him a dwarven wink.
Yeah, you guys
Wait,
know.
Sorry, he was offering drinks to us.
Yeah, to Lillian and Donovan. And if Soggy
Oh,
joins
she'll,
them, he'll. Go ahead.
Well, that
Oh, I
sounds
say,
great.
she'll decline hers. Oh no, thanks. I don't drink alcohol.
You look like you aren't even old enough to be in here.
Age is just an arbitrary number.
I'll just look at you with a confused look. I don't understand that language you're talking.
I, though, will thoroughly enjoy an ale, sir. Thank you very
Your friend talks weird.
Yeah, well, you act weird, so there.
Did I ever catch his name?
He looks at you and he says, "The name is Hafnir."
I'll introduce him to the friends and then agree that they're all weird in their own ways.
Soggy sort of keeps his distance as in the room, like that sort of cartoon is peeking.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, what actually is like the quote-unquote legal drinking age for your D&D world?
There's not really like a law in most places that would deal with anything like that. It's more just like commonly accepted that like somebody who looks like they're like 12 wouldn't be in a bar drinking.
Well, I mean, I'm like a pipsqueak, so yeah, definitely wouldn't look old enough to drink.
Right, right. You know, like there is no like set law, but it's just like, you know, when you see like a 5-year-old smoking in a country where like there's no law about it, it just doesn't look right, you know?
I'm gonna use lay on hands on Harbeck. Give him 16 each.
Yeah, so Harbeck, you feel divine energy kind of flowing into you, healing you for the. Oh, he might not be here. I'm gonna just add it so that we don't forget.
He's here, but he's not talking.
No, no, he said be right back in the chat for the Roll20.
Oh,
So,
right.
you managed to heal him up, and some of the cut below his eye and his broken nose feels much better.
Cool.
So,
All right, what do we do now?
so Hafnir continues to regale you with tales of his journey south. He tells you guys how he fought a giant cave bear.
You seem quite the adventurer there, my friend.
Damn straight. I'm a mighty warrior.
What if the cave bear was really just the size of like a little dog, though?
You're the size of a little dog.
I'm back.
Although that is technically true that if you fought a baby cave bear, it's still I fought a cave bear.
I mean, I'm just picturing the dude's like inflating his, garnishing his stories a little bit there.
He tells you guys how back in his homeland, with nothing but a bow and arrow, he took down a mighty megalosaurus.
Is that like even a thing?
It's a giant elk.
The hell, that name sounds so cheesy.
Those are nasty.
Damn straight. I'm a mighty warrior. And he just continues bragging to you about everything that he's accomplished and done.
Where's the rest of your tribe?
They were all killed.
In battle, I hope.
By Fimbulvinter.
Don't have any idea what that is.
Sounds Nordic.
You
And
can roll knowledge religion to see how much you know about their faith.
Suppose I shall.
So, Lilianne, being from the Five Kingdoms, you guys have a deep belief in your own gods, so you don't really know that much about the dwarven gods or the Viking gods or anything like that. However, Donovan, you're getting bits of knowledge from your spirit guest, and Harbeck, you actually once again know a bit about these people to where you guys both know that Fimbulvinter is the prophesied winter that beckons the doom of all the world according to their religion. Harbings?
As he hears about like this Thimble Winter and how it killed 1,000 warriors, he sort of of even letting out a soft whining noise as he trembles in fear.
I'll say, we need something to cut this damn heat.
Yeah, it is very hot down here. Hafner says, "Joke all you want, friend."
You cut out, DM?
And when the cold sets in, you'll eat your own babies to stay alive.
maybe I wouldn't be so cold if you wore a shirt.
Oh no, I mean it is hot down here. Like really hot. And
I
I'm
know there is something funny about it, dude. He's like afraid of the fucking end of the world, winter, and really it's just all in his head or something. Dude just doesn't realize he can put a shirt on and be more warm.
Yeah, I mean
Like-
you guys have no way of knowing like if this guy is just off his fucking rocker or like what the deal is. Like this is a very fantastical tale. The most likely story is that this guy is a drunken coward who is driven out of his clan and is just seeking refuge amongst people who don't know what a piece of crap he is.
But that's two portents of the end of the world in a day.
I believe this man is the teller of tall tales.
Soggy is believing the tales he's hearing from this drunkard, no matter how tall they are. And he's currently going through a panic attack, hearing all this doomsday they talk.
But let's be realistic. Panic attack is like 20% of Soggy's life.
Yeah. It's actually a 20% of most kobolds' life.
She'll just walk up to him, Soggy that is, and say, "Oh no, never mind him. He's just crazy, I think."
But he
I
said winter is going to kill us. We are going to freeze to death.
Ah,
are-
just get a blanket, get several blankets, you'll be fine.
It's not the first time I've heard of such things. He simply tells the tales that one would give to children at night.
if you didn't know, Sagi lived on those tales that kept that that you would tell children, and he fully believes it. So even though you try to comfort him, he still believes. Just a matter of his character. Just a matter of his character.
Tales like draconic alligators.
He sort of gives a determined glare as he knows that he saw one because they were almost killed by him.
Oh, I know this is a bit random. I'm sorry that I wasn't here earlier to do this, but how did that armor modification?
You just gotta roll it, and then I'll tell you.
Alrighty, one moment.
All right. So, Soggy, if anyone tries to grapple you, and that includes any of the like swallow hole type of effects and all of that, they will take 1d4 points of damage per round that they maintain the grapple.
I bet he looks all
1d4.
cool.
I imagine it's also very like ocean based, like it's based on those like sea urchins.
Well, it is
Yeah,
shark
probably all
teeth.
swampy looking.
Yeah, or crocodile teeth.
But there you go, my friend. I don't think you'll be on the menu of any larger beasts from this point.
Thank you, Don Ivan. You are best maker of art.
Pretty sure that old guy was.
Well, Sagi believes he is the best one. Donovan is the best one.
All right, so at some point in there, Donovan, you see a blonde woman holding a mug of ale go and sit by herself by the fire.
All right, I'll go sit next to her. I'll say hello.
She looks away at first, but then turns to you and says, "Oh my, you're him, aren't you?
Him? I'll say in a questioning manner.
You're the hero everyone's been talking about."
I'm no hero. I just do what needs to be done.
Oh, that's not what I heard. I heard you're a real hero and you stand up for the people.
Look, I'm no hero. Like I said, I just do what needs to be.
You have to let me buy you a drink.
Huh. You'd be the second to offer me that today. I must be quite lucky. Surely I will gladly take the offer. Thank you.
She gets up and goes into the back. She comes back a few moments later holding 2 mugs, and she goes to offer you one.
I'll take it and I'll offer her a toast. To good health.
She winks at you and says, "To heroes." And then she downs her drink.
I'll do the same.
All right.
Sort of wipe my mouth off and say, what's your name there, madam?
She says, "Oh, my name is Evelyn."
It is a pleasure to meet you, Evelyn. My name is Donovan. How is it that you have come to know me?
Everyone is talking about you. We all know how brave you are and how heroic you are and how you are going to help us, free us. You're the hero.
Hush, madam. you, you protest too much. We aren't exactly in the best of company, you know.
She says, "You have no idea." And with that, you begin to get groggy and you stand up and she walks you back, pretending to kiss you, but really supporting you as your knees begin to buckle, and 2 of the sailors grab you up and take you out the side door.
Soggy notices this and he
No,
sort
you
of
do
says,
not. You are in the other room with Hafnir and Lillian, and you can roll perception to see if you notice.
I do not. Hafnir, are
We
you
both
gonna
got
roll?
the same fucking
And
roll.
Harbeck, you actually have to roll at disadvantage because you've been drinking and fighting all day. I was just about to say that. Yeah, there.
Out of curiosity, do you use passive perception?
I sometimes use passive perception, but my belief is this. There isn't really too much of a thing as so-called passive perception, because if it's so easy that you can notice it without having to like try to notice it, then why am I like comparing numbers at all? Just have you notice it. And every other like instance, there can be varying factors. Maybe you had a thought on your mind, maybe you were distracted by something, maybe you just so happened to be looking at the exact right place at the exact right time. There's always factors that go into whether you notice something or not, to where like to call something like passive perception, like it just feels
Well, I
like
mean, I would say it depends. Like, there are certain people that go through life with blinders on, and you could fucking disassemble the chair they're sitting on, and they probably wouldn't notice. And then there are people who have like really, really sensitive hearing, and the kind of people that would know if you like move something a millimeter inside of their desk. Like, okay, that's
Yeah, yeah. If you had like a really poor or a really good passive perception, I might adjust how many things you can just notice, like fewer or more. But that's what I mean is everybody is going to basically have a passive perception around 10 to 13. And like if it's that easy to notice something, then like why am I even comparing numbers? It's just like yeah, one of you notices this, you know.
When I DM, I roll my players' perceptions.
Yeah,
They don't know if they did see it or not.
that
So the
that
use
is a
of
valid thing.
passive perception
Yeah, that one is really like kind of a personal preference and all of that. But like in a paid game like this, I like to make sure that everybody sees that everything is above the board. Nobody is getting anything fudged in their favor or anything like that.
Yeah, yeah. The only real reason for a passive perception is to be able to use perception when you don't know you're using it, really.
Yeah,
Oh,
because like for instance, normally stealth is like a contested role versus a person's passive
Yeah.
perception. So like if
yeah.
these guys really are trying to like whisk Donovan away and like mug him in an alley or something, like they would have to like roll.
Well,
I mean,
these
granted, there
are
is background
these are
noise and shit,
professionals,
so
but Donovan actually has to roll Constitution. He does have a
I
chance of avoiding this drugging.
it just so happens that Constitution is like one of my highest stats, so
I mean, we just saw a guy get like 4 ones in the same roll, so we'll see what happens.
Oh no! Why did you say that?
Oh
Whoops.
dear.
Why would you say that? That's like on the NFL when the announcers are like, Aaron Rodgers hasn't thrown an interception in his last 248 passes and intercepted.
that is astronomical.
Yeah. So anyway, um Donovan, indeed, as I described. And these guys are professionals, by the way. They have like done this routine many times, and that's why it's so difficult to notice what they're doing. Like Evelyn played the part perfectly to make it seem as though her and Donovan were just hitting it off, and you know people tend to look away from that. Like you know people don't really like get like, oh, I'm gonna stare at Donovan as he is celebrating with this woman. So you guys kind of fell right into their trap, and Donovan, yeah, that is incredibly unlucky. But
Well,
you
I mean, just like for instance, like how long were they talking there? Like, would that have been a matter of like minutes or?
15 to 45 minutes. It's like not.
I mean, see, because like I absolutely would have noticed. I don't mean that in a metagamey type way. I just mean that like Liliana is
You know
like
what?
really bad ADHD and is really hyper, so she would just be like getting bored listening to this drunk dude rambling. So she would be like getting ready to like whip out a sketchbook and start doodling or something just to stay busy. Like there's not anything she's focusing on, so like she would definitely notice if just he's randomly gone.
No, I'm not
You know what?
saying
Just
you're
let it
not.
happen.
I'm not saying that you're not able to notice if he's gone, and you definitely noticed him in the corner with the woman. Keep going to your left, Donovan, and you will find yourself on a ship. I will get to you in just a second. I'm just going to describe what Lillian will notice when she finally does look over and see him gone and all of that. So, you guys were in this room partying it up with Hafnir and Lillian. Yeah, you probably are getting quite bored. So you are looking back and forth across all of the rooms, and you're seeing the pirates and how they're still singing and doing their thing. You're seeing the barmaid come and go as she brings ale back into this room and back into the other rooms, and you're seeing Donovan talking to Evelyn, and then you see as it looks like they're beginning to like make out, and given your nature, I would assume that would make you a little awkward and
Yeah, she would. She'd probably think that was like gross.
yeah, so you kind of look away in that instance, and Evelyn quickly backs him up, and the last thing you see is a couple of um, booted sailors, wearing like pirate-looking boots, walking out the side door. You don't see Donovan. You just see the couple of sailors, and they're walking out the side door. And then you look over, and you don't see Donovan.
Soggy
Hey,
then follows suit and sees that Donovan is also missing.
And
And
now
just
you
sorta
see Evelyn quickly slipping out the side.
Soggy just then sees the Evelyn sort of person and just starts chasing after her, kind of like she's curious why she's going out like that. Soggy's just running out and like, Donovan, where are you? You lady, hold. Soggy is just chasing after the lady now.
She turns around and pulls out a knife and says, "What do you want, you little shit?"
Where is my friend?
damn, that escalated quick.
Where is my friend? Donovan?
Get back or I'll
You were
stab
walking
you.
out and you were weird. Yes.
She just is like stabbing at the air and telling you to stay back.
Tell Soggy where friend is, or Soggy will get very angry.
Out of curiosity, would I have heard any of that yelling or commotion from inside?
I mean, probably not like too much of the yelling or commotion, but then like, now you can hear Soggy like yelling at her and everything, yeah.
Yeah, then I probably would come outside to check out what's going on here.
Donovan is gone. What have you done with Donovan? Have you shrunken him to tiny pea size? Have you turned him into Soggy just tries to struggle to make up a solution to Donovan's sudden disappearance and how this lady is associated with it. Kill Soggy now, or Soggy will get very mad. This is an intimidation check.
Would a 14 perception notice Lillian gone or leaving?
Yes.
I'll slap Hafner with the back of my hand in his chest and say, "Oh, follow me. This should be fun."
Out of curiosity, how did she react to Sagi's intimidation or his confrontation there? Is she still doing the air stabbing thing, or is she like...
No. So, as Soggy gets rough with her, she says, "I warned you!" and rolls for initiative.
what the heck? These NPCs are rolling pretty good.
I would call her something else besides peasant. I would call her like stranger.
Well, her name is Evelyn, supposedly.
Are you going to roll for Hafnir, DM?
Oh, that's crazy. I actually beat... wow.
All right, Lillian, what do you do?
Well, seeing as she's got her knife out and everything, and she's acting all violent and confrontational, I'm going to I'll tell her, calm down, you old hag. I assume she probably would like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I will take the let's see here. I'll take the dodge action. See if this full swings at me.
Okay. All right, so as you know, she rolled a 20, so she moves forward and stabs Soggy twice.
That first one is not going to hit.
Damn, that's some really bad rolling.
I imagine she's a bit unnerved by Soggy's just ranting.
Yeah, you're also pretty slippery, and with Lillian there, she's still a little distracted, so, you know.
Soggy angrily glares at his attacker as he casts Mind Sliver onto him, like as he kind of like it's going to be like deception.
What are you rolling deception for?
Casting a spell.
Oh, you're trying to hide the fact that you're casting a spell.
Yes. Can Lillian give me some support here for my deception roll?
I'm not sure how I would be able to do that exactly.
So she resists your mental attack and looks at you suspiciously.
He sort of just is glaring at her, just kind of like with anger as he just.
I'll come out yelling for Lillian. Where'd you go? Lillian! Where's everybody?
I mean, I was watching this crazy old hag try to stab Sagi here. And I was pointing to her, and she's got like the fucking dagger trying to like poke him. I think she's crazy too.
That'll be all that I do this turn, I think. I gotta figure out what's going on.
Well, I'll say that I definitely think she's hiding something, because she started acting like this when she was questioned about Donovan, so not sure what's going on here. Let's see here. See, the weird thing is that I can't actually use my packed weapon.
Are there other people in the street?
Yeah, like what's like the
Yeah.
crowd like?
Oh
Is there,
yeah.
like-
There's dock workers like unloading ships, and people are about.
Out of curiosity, what to roll an unarmed strike? Would I be able to use Dex, or would I have to use Strength?
It's Dex or Strength for the attack, but only Strength for the damage.
Yes, I guess I'll just take a swing at it. uh, oops.
So you swing at her, but are unable to connect.
Well, sometimes life be like that. That'll be the end of my turn.
Nimble little minx.
She disengages and begins to run.
Not sure where she thinks she's going. No way to know she outruns me. Out of curiosity, how far away is she at this point, or is she still just like the 10 feet?
She is approximately 40 feet away from you.
Okay.
Soggy?
Soggy just is fuming as is more fuming as is more it's fu-
Okay.
Soggy, you there?
I don't know. He started to talk and then he just like cut out.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. The internet was acting wonky there.
Ah.
He's just going to try and grab her. So does
It would actually take 2 of your movements to catch up to her, so you can't actually take the grab action.
Harbeck! Grab lady! She is getting away!
Uh, well, I can't catch her.
Yeah, no way.
Well, I would say that the party would definitely know that she pretty much has a snowball's chance in hell of actually outrunning Lillian. So,
Right.
like I set off, like I'm gonna catch her pretty much instantly.
I'll stumble forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to move your token.
Okay. Just normal movement, 25, but it's stumbling forward. I still don't really understand what's going on. The only thing I know was Soggy chased after him. Lillian said that she was a bad person. I don't know where Donovan is, so that's about all I would do.
Yes, I'm gonna start running after her, and catch her very quickly, because I'll go 60 feet. I can easily catch up, and then I'm gonna try to grapple.
Yeah.
And you would be
Athletics.
yeah, okay. Like my worst stat, but oh,
All right,
how do you let me beat you like that?
You tackle her and you have her grabbed right now, but she's not prone. Like you guys are kind of standing up still, and you have a hold of her, so she's not running.
Where the heck do you think you're going?
Is that your turn? All right.
Oh, apologies, I forgot to end my turn.
No, it's all good, because I was waiting to answer you. And she says, right here.
Right where?
Oh, that probably doesn't hit, huh?
Nope.
So she went to stab at you, and she had such a good line, too, but no. So,
You have to try better than that.
all right, so now she used her standard action to try and attack you, so she can't try to escape the grapple. So Hafnir catches up to Harbeck and Soggy.
I wonder where I'm gonna wake up.
Soggy is going to assist in grappling, is going to try and take her down. So he's going to do an assist with Lillian.
All right, so Lillian will get advantage on her next grapple attempt to try and pin Evelyn. All right, Harbeck, now you can catch up with the party with one movement.
I will also grapple her.
All right, so basically the way I rule this is that you guys can give advantage to the person grappling, but like there's not really multiple grapples. So Harbeck, you are now also giving Lillian advantage just in case something were to happen to the advantage Soggy was given.
Then can I hold my action?
If you
And
want to
if
hold your action
she-
instead, yes.
I mean, I will say that like I wasn't planning to go for a grapple attempt because it'll probably fail anyway. I was actually going to make an unarmed strike.
Yeah, but Harbeck wouldn't know that.
She's
Yeah.
grappled, right? She's grappled right
Yeah,
now.
like you see that like Lillian is like
Soggy's,
trying to grab her, but
Soggy's trying. And I can see that you're probably not the best grappler in the world.
Right, yeah, she is a little
so-
girl, basically.
I would hold my grapple until she breaks free or is released.
Yeah, so you're just waiting to grab her if she tries to get away.
Yeah. Yeah.
While Soggy is doing a help action.
so would I actually attack at advantage then?
Yeah, so because you have her grappled, you attack at advantage, but you let go of the
Okay.
grapple in order to attack.
I mean, honestly, this is probably what she would do, so I totally want to do this.
Hey, just out of curiosity, I was just
Oh hell
yeah,
yeah!
just
So
curious.
she's gonna grab her, and she's actually gonna headbutt her face.
Out of curiosity, what?
How would you see someone being able to do, say, like grapples as attacks? Like, say, like if somebody went pugilist, right, and they made like kind of like a wrestler, and they're doing like suplexes and shit. Like, would that be like a grapple or an attack or both? How would you run that?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to read the rules to know exactly what they have to say about it, but essentially, if you're looking to deal damage as a grapple, I allow that once you have someone pinned, you can like basically do various submission moves to deal damage.
All right, so if somebody wanted to like recreate Hulk Hogan or some stupid shit like that, they wouldn't be able to do like body slam damage, because I can't imagine it'd be too difficult. It would be I can imagine it'd be really damaging to a skeleton to
Yeah,
like
well,
just like
the
fucking slam.
the problem is that like it doesn't matter if you call it pin or whatever, you have to initiate the grapple first before you're able to do the damage. If I just allow you to deal damage
Yeah, that
with
makes sense. You gotta do grapple first, see if it
right,
succeeds. That
right.
makes sense. Like,
So that's why it's like you don't have to call it pinning or whatever, but you have to first successfully grapple before you can, deal the damage, otherwise it's like a little broken. All right, so she's pretty much surrounded. She's not going to try to run because she saw how fast you caught up with her. So she just tries to stab you in the face.
Stab who in the face?
That actually still misses.
Oh my God. Really? Hafnir catches up with you guys but doesn't know what's going on. Soggy?
Now, out of curiosity, didn't Harbeck have like a held action to like grapple her when uh,
Yeah, I
she's
rolled a
released?
20.
Uh, yeah, I thought it was like if she tried to get away or anything like that, because you just let go of her, you know.
Well,
Well, I mean,
Soggy's
I like
got
headbutt her in the face, but yeah, like I mean, if she
yeah,
tries to
she
run,
let
then
go of the. When she broke the grapple or was released from the grapple, I was going to grapple her.
Yeah, go ahead, try.
I rolled at 20.
She actually puts up more of a fight than you expected, but you finally get a hold of her.
All right. Now tell me, where is Don Ivan? He sort of yells at the lady. So should I make a roll?
She starts kicking at you.
Soggy is going to try and help restrain her. So he's going to keep doing the assist action, but this time with her.
Okay. I'm going to try to pin her next time. Or this time. Do like a big bear hug thing that kind of straps her arms down.
Oh yeah, you do get advantage. Oh, and you perfectly managed to pin her down to the ground.
Now, can someone tell us what we're doing with this woman?
She stole Donovan in some way or somehow. Soggy does not know, but Soggy knows Donovan is missing because of this woman.
I want to roll to intimidate her if it's my turn. I'm not sure if we're going out of turn order now or we're still in combat.
We're still gonna be in combat for now, just until I know what's going on. Harbeck, is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay, well, seeing as that we've like captured her, she's just gonna tell her, "You're gonna tell us what we need to know, or we'll make you." And is this just a flat across or advantage?
Flat across for intimidate if that's what you're trying to do.
Okay.
All right. So she says, "Look, you can do what you want to me, but I'll never tell you anything." And the only reason why the difficulty class is so high is because she's a seasoned professional, and that becomes very clear from your little bit of conversation. This is like Black Widow level spy right here. Not talent wise as far as that, just like as far as her, level of expertise in this area.
Probably could have made it if I had advantage. Well, I mean, that would have been my action to do that. So
Yeah, and she is, like, go ahead, do your worst. What are you guys gonna do? Hafner's like, okay, I don't know what you guys got going on here, but I'm going back to drinking.
Remember what Deadpool did to that one businessman? That guy in his movie? The one guy in his movie with the and this little piggy went to market? Does
No,
anyone know?
I don't remember that.
He's going to try and bend slowly. He's he's so angry. He's angry and just gets an idea from seeing one of like these tricks he's seen in the city with the halflings, where he starts twisting the fingers back. So what's that going to be? Like he's going to try and twist
Let,
her
let, let me get
fingers.
this straight. A dwarf, a child, and a kobold are wrestling and now torturing a woman in the middle of the street?
I mean, how else are we going to spend this Sunday?
well, I mean, I would like to mention that we are drawing a shit ton of attention.
Then what
So
do we
probably
do?
not the best place. I mean, like right now, you could just claim self-defense because she had a fucking dagger and was like swinging at us with it. But
Okay, but what do we do now? Now that we have her.
well, I mean, whatever we do, it's probably not best to do it here.
So let's carry her inside then, out of human sight.
Yeah, there's like it's not like we have a private residence near here. We can just do that.
Yeah, I mean, like, how many people have been watching this fight go down?
You can see a couple onlookers kind of looking over at you guys. Nobody's like rushing over to help, but they're definitely like noticing that a dwarf, a child, and a kobold just tackled some woman, and like, yeah.
Hey, if he tackled her, does that mean if Soggy grabbed her, would that mean just she's all like spiked up?
She didn't grapple Soggy, or vice versa, though.
Yeah, that was me. I did the running tackle on her.
So, what should we do?
Well, also one of you guys have telepathy.
I'll drag her back into the bar.
Well, I suppose if she won't tell us anything, we should ask around and see if anyone has seen something, maybe.
But we are not letting him go.
What is this area here?
Uh, that is like a mud room, basically, like where you could wash up if you were all dirty from the docks.
Is it kind of, is this a wall here? Is
Yes.
it out of the eye shot of everybody or most?
Yes.
My goal would be to take her into there then.
All right. So, yeah, we can end combat and now uh